Hello everyone, this is Wale, Life Coach Disu. Getting ready to leave the office, but I wanted to do a quick video for you guys today. And I wanted to talk about something I've been meaning to actually do a video to get around to doing one. Something happened over the weekend that wasn't too major, but it was significant enough for me to remember a success principle that is very, very important. And that's the principle of going the extra mile. Going the extra mile. Now, some of you may know what that means, but for those that may not, this is what I define going the extra mile as. I say, or I think of, when I think of going the extra mile, I think of you doing more than is expected. Doing more than is expected. So that can be true in terms of relationships. That can also be true if you're serving in an organization. I want to keep it in the context of workplace because that's where I witnessed this. And going the extra mile is also doing more than you are being paid for. Now, some might argue that it's hard to do more than you're being paid for because you're not being paid enough for what you're actually doing. And, I remember hearing a speaker say that if you do less or just what you're being paid for, how can you expect to get paid for more? You always have to be doing more than you get paid for to actually see promotion. I'm going to add a little, I call it caveat, but I want to add something to that. And that's this. Something that I found out is this. If you don't like where you are in your position in your workplace, you can always do more. You can go the extra mile to do more to get a better position within that workplace. I'll even take it a step further because, someone says, I think it was Jim Rohn, he says, if you work hard on your job, you make a living. If you work hard on yourself or harder on yourself or on your dreams, you will make a fortune. And that's where we should be striving to do. Work hard on ourselves and on where we want to go. So sometimes what you might have to do to go the extra mile, your definition of going the extra mile might be that when you come home, you can't do what everybody does. You can't just say, well, I've worked 8 hours or 12 hours and that's it. It may mean that you may have to take courses. It may mean that you may have to read some books. It may mean that you have to do certain things. So you may have to do more than is expected in order to get to where you want to go. So that's just something that you might have to implement. So even if you're trying to get somewhere else, what's your exit strategy? You have to do more than just complaining about where you want to be. This is something I encourage and motivate and support my clients, but I also challenge them, and challenge them with the truth. And that's the way it is. You have to do more than you are currently doing or more than you're currently getting paid for to get further than you want to go. So anyway, going back to it, there's a quote that says that you just have to do a little bit extra to be extraordinary. You have to do just a little bit extra sometimes to be extraordinary. So what happened? It was just something that was, again, like I said, it wasn't this full-blown out thing. But to me, it was huge because, I've been to organizations and companies where sometimes it looks like, they treat you like you're being a nuisance. You or that you're being an inconvenience to them. It's like, are you trying to make a sale here? I'm here, I'm your client, I'm your customer. Treat me like you want me actually here. Have you ever been to businesses like that? They treat you like, yes, can I help you? Like, yeah, I thought you were open and I thought you wanted, I thought you wanted customers because that's what I am. So you should treat me like a customer. And I'll just go to this. I remember, and so I think it's on YouTube. Earl Nightingale has a video, a short video, where he explains that your boss, if you're an employee or your business owner, is actually not who you think it is. It's not your supervisor. It's actually the client or the customer. But in some businesses, you wouldn't realize that. So I think just some things that I've seen, I could always tell when I go to a company, if this company, the person I'm talking to is the owner sometimes, and if this person is just a a worker there that's not really, or someone that's not really passionate about what they do. Because let's say the place closes at 8 o'clock and you're there 7:30, they're looking at you like, are you trying to come in right now? Versus if it's like 8 o'clock or 7:59 and they're about to close the place, and if it's the owner, they go the extra mile with no problem. They'll be there, oh, come on in, it's okay, it's 8 o'clock, but come on in, what do you want? And that's the attitude we have to get where we want to go. I know it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard because it's almost like you're taking faith. You're doing more than you're getting recognized for. But this lady did that. My wife and I went to the supermarket, this local supermarket, and went to the deli. And you know, I wasn't even going there to order a sandwich or anything. My wife was, and she went in there, she ordered. But this lady, she was so not just professional. I mean, she catered to us. You know, I felt like royalty. Saying, here, sample this. You know, not making us feel like we were asking too many questions. That was the first time we ordered over there. You know, not making us feel like like we were wasting her time. You know, we're taking up too much of her time, or we were inconveniencing her. You know, at the end of the day, before I left with a sandwich. I wasn't even going there to get a sandwich, but her level of customer service was that high, you know. And then when I was leaving, I told my wife, I said, we have to recognize her. This is ridiculous. I haven't seen this level of service in a while. We have to recognize her. And when we're going, you know, because I've learned something. It's called the law of diminishing intent, which says that if you procrastinate on doing something, you end up not doing it. So I told my wife, I said, we have to do this, and we have to do this now. We can't just have good thoughts. Let's reward her by telling the manager, which we did. We told her we were excited about her, sang her praises and all. So I just seen it work in my life, and I've seen it work with people, that we have to cultivate the habit of going the extra mile in our relationships, you know, going the extra mile in our workplace, in whatever we do, because that's where the promotion comes from. Again, if you do just what you're getting paid to do, how can you expect to get more, or get to be paid more? How do you expect to be paid more for what you're doing? So until next time, hope to see you guys at the top, and continue to live and work purposefully, because I truly believe that that's key to personal fulfillment, professional fulfillment, and joy. So talk to you guys later.